Have you ever been so thirsty for adventure that you'd risk anything for a thrill? Well, let me tell you a story that will blow your mind. A story about an ancient stone that holds the key to unlocking unimaginable powers and the brave souls who dare to seek them out. Brace yourself, because this tale will take you on a wild ride through uncharted territories and hidden realms where the boundaries of reality are pushed to the limit. Get ready to explore the unknown, because this is a journey you won't forget. It all started when our team stumbled upon a hidden temple deep within the Amazon rainforest. As we ventured further into the dense foliage, excitement filled the air. We were on the brink of discovering something extraordinary, an ancient civilization lost to time. And then suddenly, right before our eyes, we saw it, a colossal stone monolith pulsating with an otherworldly energy. It was covered in cryptic symbols that seemed to dance before our awestruck gazes. We had no idea the kind of power it held within its ancient core. As I reached out to touch the icy surface, a jolt of electricity surged through my veins. It was as if the very essence of the earth itself coursed through that stone. But there was something else. A voice, ancient and wise, echoing within my mind. It beckoned me, urging me to explore the secrets it held. Curiosity burned within me, driving me to unlock the mysteries of this enigmatic monolith. With trembling hands, I pressed my palm against its weathered surface. In that instant, everything around me dissolved into darkness. When I regained consciousness, I found myself lying on the forest floor, disoriented and weak. As I slowly opened my eyes, I noticed something terrifying. My team was nowhere to be seen. Panic surged through me as I realized I was utterly alone. Had they abandoned me? Or had something more sinister occurred? Fear gnawed at my resolve as I struggled to comprehend what had transpired. Days turned into nights, and still there was no sign of my companions. Had they left me behind to fend for myself in this unforgiving wilderness? The realization that I was truly alone sent a shiver down my spine. With a heavy heart, I knew I had to press on, not only for my own sake, but also to uncover the truth of what had happened to my team. Each step I took was a testament to my determination to survive and discover the fate that awaited me. But as the days dragged on, exhaustion began to take its toll. My body ached, and the dense jungle seemed to close in around me, threatening to consume my dwindling hope. The oppressive canopy above cast long, eerie shadows on the forest floor, creating an unsettling atmosphere that amplified my fears. I felt as though I was being watched, stalked by unseen eyes lurking just beyond my sight. And then I heard it, a low growl that sent primal fear coursing through my veins. I froze, my heart pounding against my ribs as the sound echoed around me. Was I truly alone in this relentless wilderness? The growl grew louder, more menacing, and I knew I had to escape the impending danger. Adrenaline surged through my system, propelling me forward as I raced deeper into the emerald labyrinth. The growl pursued me, fueling my desperate flight. As I stumbled through the undergrowth, branches tore at my clothes and thorns scratched my skin, but I dared not slow down. Behind me, the growl intensified, morphing into a guttural snarl that promised pain and suffering. I had to escape, and fast. Suddenly, the underbrush opened up, revealing a clearing bathed in moonlight. In the center stood a magnificent waterfall cascading down moss-covered rocks. It was a sight of ethereal beauty, yet I had no time to appreciate its splendor. The snarling beast was closing in, its hot breath on my neck, its claws extended, ready to strike. With a surge of desperate strength, I scrambled up the rocks, pulling myself toward the cascading water. I had to reach it, had to find refuge behind its protective curtain. Just as the beast lunged, I slipped and tumbled into the pool below. The impact knocked the breath out of me, but I had survived. The water was freezing cold, sending shivers down my spine. But I had escaped the clutches of that ferocious creature. Panting heavily, I emerged from the pool, my body aching from the ordeal. As I looked back, fear tightened its grip on my heart. The waterfall was gone, vanished as if it had never been there. And standing in its place was the stone monolith. It seemed to pulsate with an otherworldly glow, its ancient energy thrumming through the very core of the forest. And then it happened again. Those cryptic symbols that had danced before my eyes when I touched the stone flashed once more, searing themselves into my consciousness. Memories flooded back, fragmented and disjointed, like pieces of a shattered mirror reflecting distorted glimpses of the past. I remembered our journey to the hidden temple, the awe we had felt upon discovering it, and then the monolith, beckoning me with promises of untold secrets. But there was a darker memory too, a fleeting vision of a menacing figure lurking in the shadows, its eyes burning with malevolent intent. The realization struck me with the force of a physical blow. My companions hadn't abandoned me. They had encountered something sinister, something that had targeted us since our arrival. The question was, what had it done to them, and how could I stop it? With renewed determination, I approached the monolith, its presence both terrifying and alluring. I had to know the truth, even if it meant facing my deepest fears. As I placed my hand on the cold stone, another jolt shot through my body. It was as though the monolith itself was testing me, probing my resolve. But this time, instead of collapsing into darkness, I remained conscious, teetering on the edge of a waking dream. The forest around me shimmered and distorted, twisting into surreal shapes that defied the laws of nature. The ancient symbols blazed with vibrant colors, forming intricate patterns that seemed to writhe and pulse with life. And then I saw them, fragments of my companions, their forms flickering like distant stars. They were here, trapped within this ethereal realm, and I was the only one who could bring them back. But how? As I delved deeper into the heart of the monolith's mysteries, I discovered a hidden pathway, a portal concealed within the very essence of the stone. It hummed with raw energy, promising a journey into the unknown. With my companions' fates hanging in the balance, I stepped through the portal without hesitation. The world on the other side was unlike anything I had ever seen. Towering crystal formations glittered, casting kaleidoscopic hues across a landscape that defied gravity. Bizarre flora pulsed with otherworldly light, and strange creatures stirred among the crystalline spires. It was breathtaking, mesmerizing, and yet I couldn't linger. My mission was clear: rescue my companions and return them home. The urgency of my quest propelled me forward. I had to navigate this alien realm, decipher its cryptic language, and hopefully find my way back to reality. With each step, I felt a growing sense of unease. Was I truly alone in this ethereal expanse? Had my companions already been lost to its enigmatic depths? Then I heard a whisper, a soft murmur that seemed to echo from the very stones themselves. It was a greeting, a beckoning, an invitation to explore this hidden realm. But as I ventured deeper, the whispers grew louder, taking on a menacing tone. They spoke of dangers lurking in the shadows, of trials that would test my limits. And then I saw them, figures emerging from the swirling mists, their forms shifting and morphing with each step. Their eyes, glowing orbs of malevolent energy, burned into my soul, sending shivers down my spine. I had found my companions, but they were not the same. They were vessels of darkness, corrupted by the ethereal realm's sinister influence. I had to stop them, break free from their grasp and reclaim their lost souls. But how could I defeat creatures born of pure darkness when I myself was tethered to the fading light of reality? The battle that ensued was one of epic proportions, a clash between darkness and the last vestiges of my companions' souls. I fought with every ounce of strength, refusing to give in to despair. In the end, it was their humanity, their flickering memories of who they once were, that gave me the edge. I reached out, offering them solace and understanding, and in that moment, a spark of recognition ignited in their eyes. It was a small victory, but it gave me hope. With my companions' spirits rekindled, we regrouped, determined to find a way out of this ethereal labyrinth. The path forward was fraught with challenges, each twist and turn testing our resilience. But together, we faced it head-on, our bonds strengthened by our shared ordeal. Finally, we stumbled upon a shimmering light, a beacon of hope in the heart of the ethereal maze. As we approached, it grew brighter, revealing a portal swirling with raw energy. It was our only chance for escape, our ticket back to the familiar embrace of reality. But as I stepped through the portal, the ethereal realm fought to hold me captive. Its tendrils of darkness reached out, seeking to drag me back into its suffocating embrace. It didn't want me to leave. It didn't want any of us to leave. But I resisted, drawing strength from the memory of my companions and the unwavering belief in our survival. With a final surge of effort, I broke free from the ethereal realm's grasp and collapsed onto the forest floor. Reality rushed back, the scent of damp earth, the feel of rough bark against my skin, the sound of birdsong replacing the ethereal hum. As I opened my eyes, I saw the worried faces of my companions staring down at me. Relief washed over me, their presence anchoring me back to the tangible world. We were safe, or so I thought. For as I turned to leave the forest, I noticed something chilling. The ancient stone monolith was gone, vanished without a trace. The clearing was empty, devoid of the monolith's imposing presence. And as I looked back at my companions, I saw a profound sadness in their eyes, a shared grief for something lost, for someone left behind. They had no memory of the ethereal realm, of the darkness we had battled, of the harrowing ordeal we had endured. I was the only one who remembered, the sole witness to the hidden world that lay just beyond the veil of reality. With a heavy heart, I walked away from the clearing, knowing that my journey was far from over, for I had stumbled upon a secret that was best left undisturbed, a hidden realm that yearned to be free from the chains that bound it. The world would never understand what I had seen, and perhaps it was better that way. Our encounter with the ethereal realm had forever changed us, leaving us tethered to a reality we could barely comprehend. And as I looked up at the sky, I knew that the mysteries of the universe were far deeper, far more complex than we could ever imagine. But that's just the beginning of my story. To find out what happened next, keep watching until the end, because this is a tale that will leave you breathless.